Hello and welcome to the Growing Green podcast. Your host, Jeremiah Jennings, is the owner of Growing Green Landscapes in Birmingham, Alabama, and has a passion for growing the entrepreneurship community for those who are young in business. Being a business owner isn't easy, especially in the early years, and that's why in this show we dive into a wide range of topics covering all the challenges small business owners deal with. Even if your company is generating $1 million or more, the stories from our great guest and Jeremiah's own firsthand experiences will propel your business forward. And now, here's your host, Jeremiah Jennings.
All right, so let's see. Okay, so the brief here is I'm overwhelmed with being the primary point of contact for employees and client communications, sales, operations, and scheduling, which has become unmanageable given the growth of the company. Little context and background. The duration of this challenge began intensifying after acquiring Chapcoit Landscaping, doubling the size overnight. Initially it was manageable, but now a continuous strain as the business has grown to what will be 1.5 million in revenue this year. The key impact, disorganized team in the mornings, missed client communications leading to poor customer experience, risk of losing clients because of this, and in turn would be damage to the company's reputation. Stakeholders in this, field team members needing more structure. My VA is being underutilized and is unclear on daily tasks, and myself bearing the communication and operational load. History. Attempts to I have attempted to include task delegation to my virtual assistant with unclear success metrics and partial rollout of LMN for field teams, feelings of being overwhelmed and unsure where to start fixing the broken systems. So with that, it's just like a lot. It's almost like an analysis by paralysis, where it's just like there's so much that has gone wrong that it's like almost like where do we start? Let's see here. Hot Cedar's current perspective. Root cause theory. Lack of communication, systems and processes, insufficient delegation, and rapid growth has overwhelmed existing operations. The urgency factor would be potential lost revenue from missed upselling opportunities, and the fear of burnout affecting overall productivity long term. The success vision would be a structured routine allowing focus on business development and leadership, and improved team clarity and renewed motivation. The constraints and resources would be for previous attempts. VA task delegation, lacking clear goals. LMN implementation is a work in progress with the field crews since the acquisition. The current limitations, lack of clear systems, unclear VA role expectations, and day-to-day operational overload on myself. The available assets, we have my VA as a resource, field teams starting to use LMN, and my commitment to improvement. The session goals, gain actual advice on creating effective systems for communication and delegation to reduce my load and improve team operations. And then preparation and quality score. I got an overall score of 89 out of 100, which is strong. Key feedback, deep self-awareness throughout and clear articulation of challenges could strengthen by defining specific success metrics for VA role and more detailed examples of partial element usage, and that's it. Yes.
Okay. So this was the brief that you created with Lana.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So based off the prompt that they had us do.
What was the question to you? What was your biggest problem right now in your company? What was like the...
I'll tell you.
Like, what problem is this that you're...
Right,
This
clarification.
let's see.
What question?
question
We're
was
not gonna be
help me.
using this.
So the question was help me prepare for the mastermind meeting. Software. Oh, let me go and Lana. Let me look at this right there.
Well, it's really just what question did you answer to get to this?
Yes. So the question was, what are you finding yourself constantly thinking about? What do you vent about to your friends, spouse, anybody who will listen? What's keeping you up at night right now? That was the.
What was your answer?
My answer?
Yeah.
I think the most frustrating challenge I'm facing currently is that I'm being pulled in a million different directions from employee communications when there's an issue or there's questions about something I'm in. Questions about something. I'm the direct report for 15 team members. Currently, I get an average of 5 calls a day from my team. Then there's client communications. I'm the person that answers all the phone calls, text messages, and majority of emails. At this point, I have a VA that helps with the emails. I am the person I'm the main salesperson and the operations manager, so to manage all the work that's being sold, as well as the billing aspect of things. I've started to schedule out my days, which has helped, but I am not always sticking to it if something comes up that needs my immediate
It's impossible
attention.
to.
Yeah.
What are your crews constantly calling if it's 5 times a day? Are they repeat questions every day, or are they different?
It all depends. So, it could be, questions about a job. It could be, there's an issue, something broke.
What are your most common?
What are the 3
You
most
need
common?
notes. If we're going to spend 40 minutes,
Yeah.
you need notes.
That was a whole hell of a lot, man.
I'm saying, like, you need to be putting something down.
Yeah.
Because we're going to solve a lot of this.
We're
going to solve a lot of this. Put it in Lana, put it somewhere. Put it somewhere.
Let's
Just do a chat, like, here's the answers to here are some solutions that we've created during this.
Well, let's just we can have ChatGPT take notes. Then I can focus on.
I'm going to have the recording, so I'll give you the recording.
All right.
I'm recording it all, so I'll give you the recording. I'll give you the transcript if you want that.
I can do that.
We'll just do that. Just do that. I'll give you the transcript.
All right.
That's fine.
Sounds good.
It's pretty handy.
Then we can. That way, then it's all.
Yeah, I'll just give you the transcript.
Okay. So,
What are the top 2? 5 out of 15 is not that bad to me. 5 calls a day with 15 people is not that bad.
not that. That's the average I came up.
Are
with.
they
There's
coming
5
from
of the
crew
crew
leads, or are they coming from?
Yeah. I would say yes.
Okay.
So the biggest thing would be just lack of clarity with something on a project or something.
Got a solution for that?
And then the other one would be probably something breaking or something going, something unforeseen happening.
Something breaking, like their day's messed up, or just letting you know that it broke?
Usually,
Like, hey, this broke, we're screwed. Or, hey, this thing broke.
Definitely, that's happened. I would say it's very circumstantial based.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll let y'all answer first.
Well, I'm not quite so sure what the question is. Are we still in that? We're in that 5 minute.
I think our job is just to solve his problems.
Okay. And so what is?
Yeah.
We got
Yes.
35 minutes to talk through these issues.
Okay.
Do you have any? I guess
Equipment's always going to break, so that's kind of a tough one to say. There's a way that we can solve that. Maybe if there's a reporting. Maybe if there's somebody or something that they can make notes of routine questions that keep coming up, then we could work through one of those. I guess that's.
Do you have team communication now?
Like, are you talking about
Yeah,
like
like
an
a Slack
app, like
or
a Slack?
agreement.
No,
Okay.
no.
Do you?
Yes. So I would say I'm not gonna solve your problems, right? This is not me.
No, this is. I mean, it seems like you guys should be.
I'm speaking from experience.
From your own experience.
That's what I'm doing, right?
Yeah.
I would tell you, like, I don't have it all figured out. From my experience, not you need. From my experience, Slack has been very beneficial. The more guys we've added, the easier it is to put everything in there. I didn't like it at first, but everything we do runs through that now.
Is that similar to like Company Cam or?
No, Slack is just like a text essentially, but it can be used for whatever. Like it can be, you can take it as far as you want to. So I'm not joking when I say this. A lot of these problems are solved with literally this, from my experience, because I ran into a lot of this at the beginning of the year, and these are not issues any longer.
So you have Slack.
It's how creative can you get with it?
So I guess for me, I'm trying to figure out like how is that kind of removing those.
Yeah.
Removing
I do too.
Those
But I'm telling you, like,
problems. How is that removing the problems? Because you're still
Okay, so let's go through.
You're still having to reply to it, right?
No. Well, I mean, yes, you have to reply to if their day is messed up. Yes. Okay. So what we've done is like in Slack. So everybody's in Slack, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody goes in there. Everybody's got a profile. It's like $12 a month or whatever. It's nothing.
That's not
Yeah, it's not
an issue. No.
So everybody's in Slack, right? And then you make Slack channels. So Slack channels are we do job-specific channels. Every job we do, not recurring maintenance. Every landscape, design, build, whatever job we do has its own channel. Inside of that channel, everything goes in there. And this is building the process, right? So building that channel out is as soon as I sell the job, I create the channel with the customer name, whatever the job is, right? I pin it, so it's at the top of their board. They see it every day when they log in. If it's scheduled, it's active. The job will always live in there, right? I don't ever delete them. I just unpin them. But everything, so scope of work, the entire scope of work, copy paste from Element into the job. Video, all walkthroughs has worked for me tremendously. And that's something that's been more recent on estimates.
So when you're doing the
video walkthrough,
like crazy in depth.
Oh my God, that helps.
Like crazy in depth. Like you think that you want them to do this, clarify it times 10.
Like I'll get down and I'll brush the mulch outside of the back of an edge and say exactly how it's got to go in, or this needs to come down by 3 feet. The customer wants that, and like you have it all in the video, and I use my hand as if it's a wand, explaining stupid shit. And they're like, hey, let's trim the shrubs. You know what I mean? But no, if they want something specific on a certain burning bush that they want brought down by this, you can put it in that. They can do it, and the customer's like, great. And they didn't have a question about it.
So our scope goes in there. That video from the estimate goes in there, right? So that's all inside this channel. And then from there, anything related to that job goes in that channel. All material lists, all our PO goes in there, right? And start the job so they know what material to get. And then receipts go in there for job costing. Then you just go to one channel, all your receipts are there from that job. You pull your time from LMN, all your materials in one channel in Slack. You need 2 things in your job costing accurately. Inside of one channel.
Are you having your VA do the job costing?
Yes.
Okay. And then they can just go into that Slack channel.
Correct.
It's all right there.
Correct. Okay. So that's on there. But I had this problem literally 2 weeks ago, and me and Pat just worked through this of building and something that I'm going to preach this from the mountaintops forever. I think our issue was that question of not getting things done right on jobs. It wasn't because our guys are great. We have good quality. We do good quality work, but they would just do something that didn't make sense to me. They would do something that it didn't align with my head, right? Like in that job, not what I wanted, right? And we kind of dispelled it down to say, what is the mission of this job, right? So here's an example. We resodded the yard, and the yard went up like this, and then it kind of dipped down and then went up hard because there was trees up here. It was built up. Trees got cut, stumps ground, whatever. We were resodding this. I go to the yard on the estimate, do the video, do all the walkthrough. I'm like, okay, I know this. To me, I'm going to go in, I'm going to cut that hump out, right, and get it to where it's one gradual slope all the way up, right?
The small swale. Yeah.
Small, very small. I'm going to cut probably a foot and a half out, right? Very obvious. Well, I did the estimate. We use this exact process. I don't ever go back out on site. They did the job. I ride back by there to get pictures, and they didn't cut it at all. They didn't drop it down.
Yeah. They didn't cut the hump out.
They didn't cut the hump out. They laid sod. They cleaned it. They looked good. Like the grade was fine up there, but they didn't cut the hump out. And to me, so like what we figured out was like the mission of that job, the end goal was to make that one smooth slope all the way up. And I didn't clarify to them that was the goal of the job. The overarching goal was up. Like if you're building a walkway for somebody and they need a handrail, like, hey, they need a handrail. That's like because they're unsteady. You do not skimp on the handrail build.
No.
Right? You skimp somewhere else. You do not skimp on the handrail build because the mission of that job is like the handrail is the most important thing to them because they're going to fall over. And it's like if you make that because what I was struggling with was like I've got really good at clarifying the vision and the mission for the company, right, where we're going. They're bought into that, but on the job specific level, we were struggling on some of those things because they just didn't like I wasn't doing a good job of clarifying on a job by job basis.
And you can't be there all the time.
I can't be there all the time.
Yeah.
Because I was answering these stupid questions, like just dumb stuff. I'm like, no, it just doesn't make sense. Like, just do it. Like,
And
but they don't know.
On the phone what they're saying. You have no idea because.
But they can't know what my brain thinks. They're going to do something different, right? The job got done. Customer didn't complain, right? Like so the mission of that job for me was to cut that out and make it a slope. To the customer, they wanted new sod.
Yeah.
They didn't really care. But like, if we're going to charge a premium and say we're the best in the business around our like, every landscaper that's riding through there is like, why do they not drop that slope, right? So, I know that was a lot, but y'all talk. But that helped a ton for me. Like
The video,
crazy in depth, crazy in depth. Inside of Slack or whatever platform.
or
But
having it in a centralized platform, I think. Is
correct.
what
Not text messages.
I'm a horrible texter.
Slack's been the easiest for me though. It's the most like clean.
And you've been using that for how long?
This year.
Okay.
Yeah, we started back in like January.
Okay.
So the other note that I took, your problem was disorganized in the mornings. Okay, so what does that mean? I feel that, but like, what does that mean?
Yeah. So.
What's your role in the morning rollout? Are you there?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you're there.
I'm getting everybody out, getting everyone out the door.
You're getting all the crews out the door.
Yeah.
Are you loading up trucks or do they stay loaded?
You should be on row number 3, the 25-minute problem solvers and gestalt method. That's where you should be on right now. So if you're not, speed it up. If you're there, we're good.
I would say. Sorry. What was the question?
Do crews individually load their trucks, or what does that look like?
Yeah, for the most part. I'll give a hand just to speed up the process, but they, once they know what they're doing for the day, they load up and.
Do they not know what they're doing for the day?
That's what I was going to say. They know the job.
So.
Yeah, that's hard. That's our issue.
So.
Like, yeah. At our level, that's what it is. Yeah.
So. Prior to acquiring the other company, it was very like everything was in Element. It was all
nice and organized.
Nice and organized, yeah. And then we doubled in size overnight, and so that company that I bought was was paper timesheets. It was no technology. They found out what they were doing.
They pulled up and got a sheet of paper. They pulled up and got a sheet of paper.
Yeah. Or it came from the owner's head.
They just told him for the day.
In the morning. He told people where to go, and that was there was no structure.
Was that recurring work that you purchased, or was it just?
Yeah, it was a
client list. Did you get?
Maintenance company. Yeah. So.
Did you get any employees from that company?
We got 10 or 11 employees from that company. We got all the equipment and everything with that. So.
Well, I don't have the experience, but if I did have the experience, I'd probably say they probably came on board working under you with different different ways of doing everything in the morning, and then you have your guys with your morning rollout doing a different thing. That might be
It's been
throwing a wrench into the loadout.
For me, it's been just trying to best integrate it, because the way that they were doing it is not the way that is going to continue to be done, right? We're not going to be doing paper timesheets. It's inefficient, and it's just double entries really. And up till recently, it's been like that has been a pain point for me, because I am then now implementing this data into LMN to then be able to bill the clients properly. That's a lot of just extra work that is unnecessary.
Right.
So it's imperative that these crews are on LMN and clocking in, doing all that. The problem then becomes it's now I'm responsible for making sure everything is scheduled in LMN, and I'm not doing a good job about that.
And you said you're utilizing LMN partially, but not fully.
Yeah, so it's right now not all crews are on LMN currently. We're slowly ramping that up.
That's where the problem is, it seems. Just because they're not all on LMN.
Why are they not there?
Yeah.
Why are they there?
Yeah.
Because up until recent, for the first 2 months of the acquisition, it was just all brute force pushing forward, and that fell to the back burner. Now we've started to slowly roll it out with the crews.
This is all maintenance stuff, right?
Yeah.
Primarily.
Yeah. So now we're, by the end of, or what is it? Mid-September. So by the end of the month, the goal is to have all the crews in LMN fully. We're about like half right now.
So this is a problem that's going to solve itself in 2 weeks.
Yes, that portion.
Yeah.
But then we run into the. I'm the one that gets everything scheduled in LMN, and that's very time consuming.
VA needs to schedule it.
Yes.
So that's a 5 minute.
But there's no. I don't have a process.
It's a 5 minute Loom video.
Yeah.
You schedule one property and say this is how you do it, and then you go through and you make a list of, hey, we're doing yards John through Susan on Mondays, because you're recurring, right? Or is there variation there?
So no. Yes, there's variation. So we have 2 mowing crews,
Okay.
and the rest is we have 2 gardening crews, which there is some recurring for that. As far as some of it, our goal is to, for next year, have all those clients on a recurring
Have it pre-scheduled.
garden schedule. There's just no
You're talking
organization.
about like the prunings, the weedings, all that general bed maintenance.
Not prune. So our gardening crews, they do a little bit of pruning, but they'll do like any hand pruning and stuff. They'll do that, selective pruning, weeding.
So is all the recurring maintenance scheduled already? Which crews are the holdup?
It would be the 2 enhancement crews, and then I would say one of the gardening crews. One of the gardening crews has half their week is recurring all the time, steady, and then there's another one. The other gardening crew is more just like as things come up.
Yeah, as needed.
Yeah, they go and take care of
One-off projects, things like that.
Well, I think you know the answer to the recurring ones.
Yeah, the recurring part's easy. That's
VA puts them in LMN,
and then it's done.
and then it's done.
Yeah. The other issue that is, well, I guess not necessarily an issue, but definitely varies from like, we had everything set up for contract billing this year. That took a very big turn when we did that, when we bought the company, because it's all time and material billing.
Okay.
So it's just, there's a lot of like double checking of just, making sure that all of the hours are, proper, we're billing properly for all of the different clients and all the different business. So I'm looking for next year with Element, really want to find what works in Element to better expedite that process, and I think it really just comes down to having more structure. There was no organization with what's being done at these properties. It's all just like, oh, like this needs to get done, let's do it.
And how it's built.
Yeah.
You have it set up in Element as hourly billing though, right?
Yes.
So it is tracking an hourly rate.
Yeah, through Element time.
Yeah.
But like, it's not like
you're not having to go in and say, hey, they worked there 4 hours times $95 and then create the invoice.
No, because the hourly rate's already there.
Correct.
Right? One of the things that's easily missed is like the materials.
Yeah.
Like, so if they're going to a maintenance job or whatever, or enhancement job, right? And it's hourly, and then they're like, oh, let's get some plants in and let's do this. Whereas if you're like traditionally with Elements, like you estimate, you create that into a job, and those materials are already there.
Yeah.
It's not. You have to, go back.
So
through. It's like.
That's not an overnight fix. That's a process problem.
Yeah.
Like your crews have to be so trained on that you can trust them, and you're not worried about checking time every day or for every invoice. Is what it sounds like. Like the crews have to be accurately trained in LMN to say this is the process to do it. You don't vary from it. This is how we do this. This is how we track time.
Yeah.
And there's like consequences if you don't. Like that, and the first time they get a consequence of not doing it right.
What are those consequences?
You put the best thing that I found that works is you're not docking their pay or anything, right? It's you put bonus incentive in place, and then they don't hit the bonus. So you could just say like, look, if you hit these timesheets accurate for a month, I'll give you a $50 gift card. First time you don't get one accurate, don't have to $25. You get two inaccurate, you're not getting anything. Like that.
And is that something I can then have the VA just skim through the timesheets just to ensure accuracy?
Exactly. As long as you have them scheduled right and you have the materials that they need, then like in that process they go through, and when they put in time before they clock out of a job, they have to put every material they used. And so the VA can go into that, or yourself, in that timesheet and say, okay, they put 5 flats of pansies in, 2 boxwoods, and some mulch, right?
Yeah.
And that's a process. And that, at our level, I'm not speaking for y'all, for me, it sounds like you, like, that is one of the hardest things to, like, figure out and how to, like, actually do and maintain. But look at, like, every big weed control and fertilizer, any big company, right? Their techs all have a process they have to follow. There's no questions asked. Like, when they get in a truck to leave a property, if they don't fill their crap out, if they don't put their stuff in, they get fired.
They're not with the company.
They're not with the company. Like, and they're just, the company's so big that they just know that's a fact. Like, they're rigid on it. But it's easy at this level to not do that. It's easy to let it go.
Now, do you think that's because of, small businesses having fear of losing out on, maybe they're a good worker, but they're not following.
You need them. You need them so much you let that crap go.
Yeah. Because I think that's why.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. But that's not that's not an excuse. I'm preaching to myself. Like, that's not an excuse. Because I'm in those same issues. But when I do the things right, when we actually follow the process, that BS doesn't happen. Like, it doesn't. We were running into timesheet issues earlier in the year with, like, making sure everything was actually completed. Because, like, on a maintenance visit, if you don't complete it, it won't bill it.
Yeah,
for the service. Yeah. And I was very stern. I was like, look, if you don't start filling these out, we're going to start losing stuff. I don't I just check mark on every yard now.
So I guess for me is one of the best things, takeaways would be to, one, first and foremost, everyone has to be an element.
Yeah, no questions asked.
Second off,
Or at least crew leads.
yeah. Well, because I have iPads for all the trucks, so each truck will have, each truck crew lead has an iPad to do that.
You're bougie.
For them to do the data entry.
Yeah, because they have the crew app.
Is that just you just don't want to make them use their phones?
Yeah, I don't want there to be any excuses either. You know, it's just like this is what we do.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean,
And honestly, I don't know what an iPad is, $400-$500.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just,
yeah. If the cost works, it works.
yeah.
Now, if it's mandated, I don't know. We both have iPads. He uses his. I haven't touched mine. It's been sitting dead for how long? I just do stuff on this. But
Yeah.
if you mandate it for them to do it, I'm sure they would. He just
they
uses
do,
his.
yeah.
I don't use mine.
Yeah.
And it's not that much when you have a phone plan, which I'm sure you do. You can add the iPads on there pretty easily.
Yeah, I just go to Verizon.
So yeah, everybody's got to be in crew.
Yeah.
No questions.
And then it's creating a process for the VA to do the scheduling. Would be
And communicate. Find a central communication platform.
yes. Whether it's Slack or something else.
Yeah, something.
We don't use it in this platform, so.
Y'all use any software right now? Use Element or anything?
No, there.
Time to have a conversation.
Yeah. No, we are.
Time to have a
Did you
conversation.
did you talk to them out?
Yeah, I got it booked.
Good. I'm glad.
This is all fresh, man.
Yeah, that's awesome.
A lot of learning here for us.
Yeah.
We've never been to one of these. So.
That's cool. That's the morning thing is tough. I feel that's honestly that I just lost a really good guy because of that.
Because of the disorganization.
Because of disorganization.
That's tough.
He got tired of it.
How long was he with you?
Year and a half.
That
Yeah.
hurts.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucked to hear, but like that's why I'm like this is BS is getting fixed. Like,
Yeah.
because my other two guys are really good, and like I'm not letting that happen again. Yeah, because I feel that in the mornings, like not getting stuff scheduled at night, like giving them
Not having
and
a plan going in.
not having a plan going in, and it's tough. a lot of that is pipeline, right? If pipeline gets small,
Yeah.
you start fiending, and you're like, we're just moving stuff. Like as soon as you get
You
stuff in,
burn
you
through
go.
all those small little miscellaneous.
Which is like the root of the issue, right? The root of that issue is pipeline.
Yeah.
To me, that's what I find. Like if I have 3 months of work, like no, we're scheduling this out. Like I know what you're doing every day. I can give you the next 6 weeks worth of work.
Yeah, exactly.
But when you don't have a healthy
Because
pipeline,
it's planned, yeah. Yep.
when you have a healthy pipeline, it's chaos. Because our maintenance they don't think twice. They show there, get up, get in the truck, and go. Like
That's like our two mowing crews. They
Let's
know
go.
what they're doing. They're good. They're
Which is
gone.
easy because it's usually the same thing every day.
yeah,
So
they're out. We
they-
banter for 10 minutes, and they're out of there by 7:15. Like they're in the road.
See, our morning rollout's been a hell of an issue because our trucks leave at 7 o'clock, and we'd have guys coming in at 7:03 that we'd pass on our way down the road because we leave right at 7, and we just fired a guy because of it. He was 2, 3, 5 minutes late. Most of the season, we put up with it, and we just said, we're done. The truck's out of here at 7 o'clock.
So what time y'all finish?
Depends. Usually, right now we've been finishing around 3.
Okay, so you finish earlier. So y'all work Monday to Friday?
Yep. We pushed a hell of a lot of overtime in the springtime.
In a good
We
way?
slowed it down. In a good way, we were getting on
Like you were
time.
billing for it?
Yeah, we were billing
Yeah, that's
for
cool.
it, but it was still, it was too much. It was overworking, and it was great. We were getting a hell of a lot of work in the ground, and it felt
Yeah.
good, but then it started to really catch up with us, more so than it did them. Caught up with one of the guys, he wasn't with us anymore, so it's like, we're learning as we go.
Well, if the audio is good enough for this will be a podcast. So as long as you're good with it,
Oh yeah, that's fine.
share your names. We're all at.
Yeah, my name's Trevor Whitlock,
Jacob Dow's, J&T Landscaping.
J&T, we're out.
Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania.
How far is that from PA? From Pittsburgh.
That is
3.5
hours.
How far is that from you?
Pittsburgh or
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh is 10-hour drive.
Oh, you're a long way. I didn't realize you were that far up.
I did it last fall
Really?
to go see Ken and Pat.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's a drive, but
So whose problems are we solving over here?
Jeff Rose Lawn Care Services.
Sweet. Well, if anybody wants to help or give you advice, because we couldn't give you advice today, according to this. If anybody wants to give you advice, where can they follow you at?
It would be Rose Lawn Care Services on Instagram. I'm not super huge on social media.
Yeah.
But if you want to email
You're in the
me-
community, though.
Yeah, in the community. I'm around. My email's jeff@roselawcareservices.net.
.net. My goodness. What are you, like 50?
Listen, they didn't have .com, so that's why.
Are y'all on Instagram?
No, not really.
Not really.
No.
You got to go on Instagram. That's where the hangout is.
We're changing up our website, but our domain is jntlandscapingservices.com. So.
Cool. Awesome.
Thanks for tuning in to the Growing Green podcast. It is an honor to have you listening, and we hope you receive valuable advice to help take your business to the next level. Don't forget to follow the podcast so you'll be notified when our next episode drops.